Chris Sands, and I'd like to talk to you today about the U.S. election in 2008 and how it will affect energy and the environment. This is a Hudson Report. Both Barack Obama and John McCain are running for President of the United States, with energy and the environment an important part of their platform. Each has certain broad areas of agreement where they both want to go. First, recognizing high energy prices, they'd like to do something to bring down the price of oil. Secondly, they both believe that we need to do something to improve the quality of our environment and have proposed a cap-and-trade system to control emissions. Both support research and development into alternative energy sources such as wind, solar, geothermal, and would like to see a real effort put on the part of the federal government to bring about those alternatives in a commercially affordable way. The candidates also have important differences, and it's in their differences that Canada and Mexico may find the most interesting aspects of each of these candidates. John McCain favors nuclear energy. Alone among the candidates, he's been a long-time proponent of expanding nuclear energy development, building reactors in the United States, and also importing Canadian uranium. He also would support domestic exploration for oil and other oil products, natural gas, and new energy sources. He'd be willing to allow drilling on some federal lands and even offshore, provided that the states nearest to the offshore site also concur with drilling. John McCain is also interested in reducing U.S. oil imports. His hope is that by the year 2030, considerably after he would leave office, even if he served 2 terms, that the United States would only import 1/3 of the amount of oil that it imports today. In doing so, he favors imports from friendly countries and would prefer to not import from national security risk countries, countries that may be supporting terrorism with oil dollars or which may be inherently unstable. Venezuela, Nigeria, where there's been some discussion of civil war, would be the first on his list of countries exporting oil to the United States that we should cut off. Barack Obama, in contrast, also supports the elimination of oil imports, but his plan is more ambitious. Also by 2030, Barack Obama proposes the elimination of 100% of U.S. oil imports, beginning with those imports that are the dirtiest, that is, that are the most carbon intensive. This is a real challenge for Canada and for Mexico, both of which have carbon intensive supplies of energy, the oil sands in Alberta and oil from Mexico, including Mexico's offshore supplies, which are heavier and require more effort to refine. This is a challenge for both countries, not only because they'd be the first to be eliminated from imports, but also because over time, President Obama would like to see those imports zeroed out entirely so that the U.S. becomes, in effect, self-reliant on oil. Now, of course, U.S. supplies would not provide all of that amount. Barack Obama would like to see alternatives developed, including biofuels, while other candidates have questioned the value of ethanol as a source of energy because of the impact on food markets and corn prices. Barack Obama remains supportive of ethanol and other biofuels. The challenge for these 2 candidates on energy and the environment will be how their plans affect Canadians and Mexicans. Both Canada and Mexico benefit when the North American energy market is integrated, and the 2 countries can rely on similar energy options to those being adopted by the United States. Both candidates in the U.S. election this year favor expensive options, R&D, high-tech solutions that will play well with American voters who believe in technological solutions, but which will be difficult for a poorer country, Mexico, to adopt. At the same time, if we move away from imported oil, Canadian exports, which are now principally composed of energy products, may also be threatened. Hopefully, after the election, both candidates, looking at the reality of a robust energy trade within North America, which can provide 74% of all of its energy needs within these 3 North American countries, will find real potential working together rather than working at odds. This has been a short report on the energy and environment impact of the U.S. election in 2008. Stay tuned for future reports, which will be posted on this site.